using the balance sheet. Yeah, hello everybody. I'm explaining SAP FICO using the balance sheet and profit and loss account approach. So, this article I have already published on LinkedIn, and you all are requested to go through this article. And in this article, what I am doing is I have broken down each component of a balance sheet, and each component of a balance sheet, like property, plant, and equipment, capital work in progress, non-current asset, deferred tax assets, then current assets, and then coming on the liability part, equity and liability, non-current, current liabilities, and moving on the P&L, so revenue, other income, cost of materials, employee benefit, finance cost, foreign exchange losses, depreciation. Each and every line item I have explained here. And I am explaining not only the SAP transaction codes, but I am also explaining the relevant accounting entries, what are happening, and then certain what some key definitions, like what if whenever you are doing any entry, you must have the clarity on what is my chart of depreciation, what is my asset class, or what is my company code. Right. So these things I am explaining, and here you will find the accounting entries under each transaction, what accounting entries are taking place. So please feel free to read this article, and you can give me any comments or feedback on this article on LinkedIn itself. You can give. So in today's topic, as I told you, today's session is on accounts receivable. So this under the balance sheet under current assets, the line item of trade receivables is there. So today we are talking about this trade receivables. So first 10 minutes I'm going to spend on my presentation, and then we will directly go to SAP, and we will see how things are happening in SAP. I'll share with you the SAP screens. Now, what is accounts receivable or trade receivable? So trade receivables are the customers to whom an entity does billing for goods and services. Now, one important thing is that it has a very key integration with the sales and distribution module. So the mainly in any large organization, where whether it is doing sale of goods or sale of services, it will use sales and distribution module, and the sales and distribution module is integrated with SAP. So here in this session, we'll also touch upon sales and distribution module, how transactions are happening. Although we will not be able to post any transactions, but I am going to show you actually posted transactions and how they look like in the sales and distribution module, and how they look like in the finance module, right? So these are certain transactions for master data. So now after SAP S4 HANA, these transaction FD01 or FD02, these have become redundant because now this transaction code of BP has come. So we use this same transaction code for vendors as well as customers, and we assign the business partner roles in the BP. Accordingly, it will the corresponding vendor account or customer account is created and linked to one BP. So extremely important transaction. You should learn it. Then these are some certain key transaction codes, like when we do from sales and distribution, then VF01 is what when we create the billing document. We are going to talk about this in much detail in this session. Then if there is a small organization who is not using sales and distribution, and it is only doing billing using FI module, then we use FB70. Or if there are any adjustment entries which you want to do, for example, at year end, you have some unrealized revenue or unbilled revenue, then we can do this entry. We can do customer account debit and unbilled revenue. We can create as a current asset, like we have not billed, but we have incurred certain expenses. Typically, it happens in a service industry. Then there are transactions for cash application. We will see F-28. And then foreign currency revaluation we will not cover here. But for your knowledge, you can see whatever are the customer balances in foreign currency outstanding at any period end, system does the revaluation using this transaction code. And further in this slide, I am also capturing the accounting entries for revaluation. Then we will look into certain reports, FBL 5N, which is the customer ledger, FD10N, which we can see the customer balance in a snapshot, period wise it will show, and F.23, which is the trial balance. Moving on, these are certain key definitions. So, customer account group, we can create multiple customers into certain account groups. So, like we can create an account group for domestic customers, one account group for export customers, one account group for government customers as per the requirement of the business. So the benefit of customer account group is that at each customer account group, we can control the number ranges, or we can control the field status variant at account group level, authorization groups at account group level. So we can segregate, we can do segregation of duties based on this. Then reports also, we can run some trial balance at customer account group level. Then dunning is related to customers. So this is an important topic. And during interviews, people ask questions about dunning. And what does dunning mean? Dunning means like whenever your customers have a long overdue, then using dunning, you can send them the correspondence letters. And there are multiple levels of dunning, one, two, three. So in the first dunning, it's a polite reminder. Then in the second dunning, it's a bit strict reminder that you have not paid. We have sent you one reminder. And then the third reminder can be kind of a legal notice. And what we can do, we can define the language as per the company's requirement under dunning. And when we do the dunning run, so system automatically picks the whatever items are overdue from the customer account, and it gives it automatically sends them the dunning letters. Coming to reconciliation account, this is a highly important field. So when we will do the transaction code of BP, then I'm going to take you through what is a reconciliation account. So primarily, this reconciliation account is something which comes in the entity's trial balance. So for example, if an entity has 100 customers, then those 100 customers don't come in the trial balance of the entity. But when the entry is happening in the customer, whatever is the reconciliation account defined in the customer's account, so entry is simultaneously going to the customer account also and the reconciliation account also. And when I run the trial balance for the entity, then all those 100 customer balance are clubbed into this reconciliation account. And this reconciliation account is shown in my trial balance. Benefit is that my trial balance doesn't become long. Otherwise, just imagine there are thousands of customers or hundreds of customers. Then in the trial balance, you will have thousands of line items, which is not a recommended practice. So that is why in SAP, the reconciliation account concept is there. And if required, we can run the customer trial balance. Like suppose in your entity's trial balance, only single line item is coming, but you will say, I want to see the breakup of this. What are the customers which are forming this balance? Then we run the customer's trial balance. Entity's trial balance is different, customer trial balance is different. So we run it, and then we will see the customer wise balances. Then special GL indicator, if we want to do any entry to the customer, we don't want that entry in this reconciliation account, but we want in another alternative account. So like, for example, you have a customer has given you a deposit, a long-term deposit. So customer says, till the time I will do transactions with you, I will keep my deposit because I am buying goods from you, right? So that deposit, what is that deposit in for you? It is a liability. It might be a current liability, it might be a non-current liability. So normally a customer balance will be appearing under the current assets. But this is a different scenario. This is a customer deposit. So it's a liability. You cannot show it under current assets. So special GL indicator will solve this problem. So while the entry will go in the customer account only, but it will go to an alternative account. And when I'm preparing my balance sheet, I can display that alternate account in a separate line item under maybe current liabilities. So any questions, anybody so far?
No, sir.
We'll move on. Then foreign exchange revaluation. So any customer balances which are coming in foreign currency, they will get revalued at closing rate, and these entries will get automatically reversed in the next period. Now here we are talking about the accounting entries. So what is happening? So these are the transaction codes, and using these transaction codes, these are the accounting entries which get created. So if you do FBF01 from sales and distribution, or FB70 from the normal FI, which is the create billing document. So this entry is happening, customer account is debited, sales revenue credit, and output GST credit. So here, instead of sales revenue, it can be a balance sheet account also. So if maybe we have not billed anything, and or it's a kind of a some kind of a reversal or any adjustment entry, then we can involve the balance sheet account also. Customer collection, this is the cash application. So bank incoming clearing account debit and customer credit. So this is what, when I get the payment from the customer, I will credit their account, I will debit my bank account. And in this entry, we will do the clearing also, which we will see when we are doing this, the entries now. Bad debt write-off. So we can write off any bad debt from a customer. So using this accounting entry, and provision for doubtful debts. These are we are doing from FB50, and customer this foreign exchange revaluation. So your customer control account will be debited or credited, and foreign exchange gains or losses will be debited or credited. So foreign exchange fluctuation does not go to the individual customer account, because customer has nothing to do with it. It is my entity's adjustment which I am doing at any period end or year end. So that is what I am doing here. So what system will do this automatically? I need to run it, and there is a separate customer control account which I defined in the configuration. And when this entry happens, then the customer control accounts gets debited or credited. Next page, I am mentioning this your customer account billing, which has been done in a foreign currency. So we will take one example, like customer account debit $10,000, and this is the equivalent rupee. So this billing was done in FB70. When we do this entry, system will automatically take the rate which is defined in the system configuration. So we define the exchange rate in OB08 transaction. It takes this rate from there. And suppose when we are getting the money, then the rupee depreciated and the dollar appreciated. And now instead of 8,50,000, I got against $10,000, I got 8,60,000 in my bank account. So my bank account will be debited by 860, customer will be credited by same 850, and 10,000 rupees will go into foreign exchange realized. Okay, so in the previous slide, we were talking about foreign exchange unrealized, but now we are talking about the foreign exchange realized. So this 10,000 rupees goes there. So this was a small snapshot of accounting entries, very very basic accounting entries. I have not covered here anything related to this cash discount. So when we do cash discount, when we do the collection and customer pays on time or before time, we can also automate the cash discount. And using the payment terms also, we can do the entries for cash discount. So but all these are will take longer time, so I can't cover in this session. So, but these things are also done. And withholding tax receivable. So, 'cause I deliver some services, they have customer has deducted my TDS. So there is also a possibility to do the automatic accounting of withholding tax in my books. So it will be an asset for me, current asset. So withholding tax receivable. So there is a functionality by which we can do automatic accounting, but again, in this session, we will not be able to cover. So anybody, any questions so far? And otherwise, we will move to the directly to the SAP screens.
All clear, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, moving on to the SAP screens. So we will do our beginning with sales and distribution module integration. Okay, I am going to show you certain posted documents for sales and distribution, and I will show you how we navigate. Okay, so what we will do FB03. FB03 is the finance document display. I'm going here, document list, and I'm selecting one company code and I'm putting the document type. So for any entries which are happening from sales and distribution module, there will be a different document type. So here there is one document type for RV. RV document type uh, is for my sales invoices, and WL is the document type for the post goods issue or what you say outbound delivery. We will learn these in detail, and these document types, these are certain standard document type. However, when any entity can define these document types according to their business requirements, it is not mandatory that these are the only document type which you have to follow. So I'll click it. What we will do, we will begin with the RV document. So first, I'll double click this. So here you see the entry. Please see this entry very carefully. So this is my customer. Customer account has been debited and revenue domestic is has been credited. By plus and minus, we are seeing that. Now, how did I know that this is customer account debit? I came to know using these posting keys. So posting key 01 to 09 is used for debiting customer. So here you can see this is the posting key 01, and you can do a drop down to understand what is the meaning of posting key. So this posting key I didn't fill manually, it came automatically when the transaction VF01 was posted. So posting key 01 is for customer debit. If I am raising an invoice to the customer, then customer will be debited. So similarly, there are the explanation for each posting key. So 01 to 09 is SAP standard. We can create our own posting key, like you can see in this dummy testing system. People have created posting key 0A, 0B, 0C, but these are not SAP standard. SAP standard are 01 to 09 used for customer debit. Then 11 to 19. 11 to 19 are used for customer credit. So like for example, incoming payment, automatically when we do transaction F-28, system will automatically take this posting key 50. Okay, so moving on, then GL account. So after customer, it is giving me the vendor posting keys, which I have already discussed during my AP session. And if you want to see the recordings of my previous session, you can ping on the group. I have already shared those recording links, but if you somehow you missed it, you can ping. We will share with you. So this 40 and 50, 40 and 50 posting keys are coming automatically. So what is 40? It is a GL account when it is debited, and 50 GL account when it is credited. So with the knowledge of posting key, you will know the if any document is in front of you, you can know that yes, this is my customer debit and my GL credit. So again, posting key is an important question during an interview, so you should have good knowledge. So yeah, coming back, so this is a document, your customer account debit and revenue credit. I'll quickly go to the header. I will see here. So this has been posted from transaction code VF01. Okay. So this is something important, right? So what we will do, and here also one more important thing, reference key. So this is something which gets automatically updated. So what is reference key? This is my billing document number or sales and distribution module document number, which gets automatically updated under reference key. What we will do now, we will do this from the FI document. We are going to sales and distribution module. So I'm going to do this environment, document environment, original document. So I click this, here I come. I have come to the billing document or which is VF03. So when the person is doing the entry, he or she will do VF01. But now when I'm displaying, then it is VF03. So certain important things which we can see here. So we can see the material code. This is the material code I have sold, material description, quantity. Okay. And this is the net price. Click, clicking this, the first line, and then I'm going to here display line items. So here it will show me many things which are there in the S&D, sales and distribution document. So storage location, plant, division from which they have done the sale. And important part is this conditions. So these are the pricing procedure conditions. So we can define a lot of things in the pricing procedure, like any trade discount if we want to offer, that we can give here, any special any special incentive I am going to give to my customer if he buys from me more than 20 quantity, more than 50 quantity. All these things we automate in the sales pricing procedure. So here if you see PRP0, PRP0, sorry, PPR0. PPR0, this is my pricing condition. So when I define these pricing conditions, so I will define that for this customer, if I am going to sell 5 quantity of this material, then this will be my rate list. According to the rate list, I define in the pricing pro in the this there is a transaction code where we define the condition type, pricing against condition type, and according to that, it will pick it. And while when you are creating the sales order, then it picks the sales price from there. So it what it will do, it will eliminate any manual intervention in pricing, because pricing is something very sensitive. A customer will be sold according to the rate list which is available at the master level, and according to that rate list, when I do the billing, it will pick it. So here you see $70 is the price per quantity. 70 multiplied by 5, 350 will come here. Then if there is a cash discount, then we can define the percentage. It can come automatically also. And here what you see, internal price. This is my cost price. So we will see this cost price in a while. And this is the profit margin. So now when my profitability analysis happens, COPA, then these things go into COPA. And at each sales order level, I can calculate my profit margin. So here it is showing me the profit margin 350 minus 204. And this is what, when we see in the COPA, it will go. So these are the pricing conditions. So just remember this amount. Okay, we will see this amount later on under conditions. This one, 204.30. So this is my sales invoice. Okay. So and there is a this when this entry happens, automatically there is a invoice gets also printed and it gets emailed to the customer. All these are the settings which are done in sales and distribution module. Now, if I click this display document flow, this is an important setting you can check. So if I click this, it will show me the document flow for this sales and distribution document. So here what I see, there are 3 stages. This is the first stage. Standard order means I have created a sales order. Outbound delivery. Outbound delivery means, so see in the accounts, there is a concept called matching concept. Matching concept means we have to recognize the cost at the same time when we are recognizing the revenue. So in any manufacturing or trading industry, if we are dealing into material, like you are selling certain quantity, so it's a mandatory step to do the outbound delivery, or we also call this PGI. By PGI, I mean post goods issue. So when we do the PGI entry, at that time, my consumption will get booked, and only after I book my consumption, system will allow me to create a revenue. So simultaneously, the two things are done. I book my cost of goods sold, and I will reduce my inventory, and I will do the billing. So first we have seen the entry for the billing, where we saw customer account was debited and revenue account was credited. Now using this document flow, we are going to see the entry for my post goods issue or PGI. So I go here, I go to outbound delivery, I click this, and I click on display document. So now this is my document for outbound delivery. Same material code, MZTGY120, delivery quantity, 5 quantity, and this is the material description. So this is what I have given to my customer. Now, because now this stock is going out from my system, I have to do an accounting entry. And this, you see this transaction VL03N. But when we are doing it, it will be VL01N. And this tab, it comes here, post goods issue. Right now it is frozen because post goods issue has already been done. So it is not coming here. But when normally people do it, then they will, when they click this post goods issue, system will do the posting. And only after that, you can do the revenue accounting. Now I'll click here. You can see all other details also, plant, storage, location, and all. Other details are also coming, picking request, loading request. So, but all again, all these things are related to sales and distribution. So we are not going to cover this only. But as a FICO person, you must have an idea what is happening in sales and distribution. So again, here this is the outbound delivery. I'll click on again document flow. Okay, so now you see it is showing me certain more lines. So it is showing me the sales order, it is showing me the invoice, and now it is also showing me something which is under this outbound delivery, my picking request and my goods issue delivery. So this is the document which has been posted when I have done the PGI. Yeah, so this is the document which has been posted. I'll click on document info. Logically, when I click this FI document, it should take me to the FI document, but it is not taking me because it's a demo system, so there is some problem. However, you can see this is the document number. This is the MM module document number. So in MM module, you can see this is the document. This is the material code, quantity 5, where this is very important. Movement type 601. So movement type 601 is coming automatically when I am doing the sale. And this 601 is the GD. GD means goods delivery, goods issue delivery. So again, it comes automatically. And this is small knowledge on MM module, how MM module we are working on. And now what I will do, I will show this document number to you directly in FI because here it is not able to navigate, but no problem, we will see it. So I'll open another session. So we'll do FB03. We will go here, document list. And earlier also we did WL and RV. We were seeing the billing document. Yeah, so here it is, WL. So first of all, I'll go to a header. I will show you in reference key. It has captured that document number. So again, we'll go here. Document number is this 39. 31, 2023. So here you see 39 000 2023. You will wonder these years are different again because this is a test system. So test system, somebody has done a delivery in 2023, but invoicing has been done in 2025. So this is not a real life scenario. Real life scenario, this doesn't happen. But since this is a test system, so we are seeing this. You can see the T code VL02N is the T code. And here you see the entry. Now what is happening? My inventory. So this is my inventory account. Your this material which we were seeing here, MZTGY120. So my material inventory is got credited, and you can see here transaction type also BSX. So it has picked it from the module configuration. And where has the debit gone? Debit has gone to consumption. So this is my consumption account, and I'll double click this. As I was telling you, it goes to the profitability segment. If I have activated the profitability segment, it will go to the profitability segment. Okay, in under more, I can see the material code. Here it is, MZTGY120. We can see the sales order number. We can see the profit center, plant. All these things are visible here. And these are all going in the FI table because now everything you are aware under S4 HANA, the CO module has been integrated in FI module. So when you will see the table AC DOCA, in the AC DOCA table, all these details will come. Earlier, some of these details used to come in the module. So you see here sales order number. So in the older version, sales order number was not coming in the FI document level. But now after HANA has come, this has been coming in the FI level. So in the AC DOCA table, I'm going to see all these information. So you have seen this entry, consumption debit and inventory credit. So this is what happens when we do the post goods issue. So I told you we will see this cost. So now going back to the billing document. So I am here, I am at the billing document. I'll go to the pricing conditions. So in the pricing conditions, I was seeing internal price 204.3. So now you see this 204.3 is coming from here, which has gone in my consumption. And from that material, from the material costing, it has posted this consumption according to the whatever value is there in my inventory. And then this appears as my internal price here. So now what we have seen is the billing, what happens from sales and distribution module. It is a combination of three modules. Three modules come in place: SD, FIC. Okay, so when we do it, so there are inputs are coming from these modules. So I'll give it a pause. Anybody, any questions? Okay, no problem. So this was an important topic of SD and integration. So there is one T code VKOA, VKOA. So in this VKOA, we define that whenever any billing is happening, we saw these pricing conditions. So according to this VKOA settings, the GL account is determined for the revenue, for the discount, okay. And if there are any more things available in my pricing procedure, there can be a lot of things. I can give multiple types of discount to my customer. I can give them volume discount, I can give them trade discount, I can give them prepayment discount. All these GL accounts and the revenue GL account, and revenue can be different GL accounts can be there for revenue based on material code, material description. All these settings are happening in VKOA. In VKOA, I am defining the GL account. So I'll just double click for an example. Item number one, I have double clicked. What do you see here? So you see here condition type. This is the SD condition type. So you see here account assignment group. Account assignment group, one account assignment group is for material, one account assignment group is for customer. And this is the GL account where the system will take the entry, and this is the account key. Account key we are maintaining against the SD these pricing conditions. Each pricing condition we will define one account key. Okay, but these are again, these are certain defining account keys are certain things which are done by SD consultants, not by us. But we should have knowledge of VKOA. So here you see this is what we call an access sequence. According to the access sequence, whatever combination it finds at the top, it will pick it. If suppose my combination is not available in serial number one, then it will not pick up, it will directly move to serial number two. If it can't find anything in serial number two also, it will go to serial number three and so on. So this is my access sequence which I do in VKO. Now, moving to the next topic, what we'll do, we'll quickly post one accounting entry from FB50. So we saw one entry from sales and distribution module, which was my customer debit and my revenue credit. Now I'm going to pass one entry from FB60. FB60 is a manual entry. So any small organization which does not have S&D module, they can use this FI module to pass entries and customers. I am going to do a very simple entry here. So we'll do any, so I'm sorry, I have picked FB70 instead of FB, sorry, I have picked FB50 instead of FB70. I will go to FB70. Yeah, FB70 is enter customer invoice. So what I was telling you, we can do some entry manually, but large organization won't do it. Small organization can do. So I'm going to debit the customer and credit any some dummy account I'm going to take here. Just wanted to show you. So it can be like you can, in case it's a small organization, you are only doing sale of services. So what will typically happen here? Customer account debit, my service revenue account credit. And if there are any taxes, then yes, system gives me the option to fill taxes here. I can account for GST here for service invoice. Okay, but in this entry, I am not showing this. But if you are interested, we can do one detailed session on these with including taxation. So here, because anyway, it's a dummy system, so we need to do a lot of preparations because this many settings are missing in this dummy system. So it's a one very small entry I'm doing. I'm what I did is I filled all these line items. So I filled my date and all, invoice number, amount, and then in under the GL section, I have filled with GL account I want to credit. And when I simulate this entry, it gives me, so this is my customer account debit and some GL account is getting credit. I'll post it. So this gets posted. This is your manual invoice, FB70. And like in sales and distribution, there are a lot of settings like when you do the billing, a billing document will get generated and then it will get automatically emailed. But these things are not that much linked in FB70 because it's a manual thing. So we need to do a lot of configuration to do any billing, which we have to generate a billing document against this. So we can do it, but it's an additional step. But if you follow sales and distribution, then under the standard SAP, all these print out what you want to send, email IDs, all these are coming in the SD configuration. So that was for your billing document. And one, we have also posted one accounting document, simple customer invoice from FB70. Now, what we will do, we will see how a customer ledger looks like. So the relevant transaction code is FBL5N. I'm putting this company code and I am running the open items. So open items means whatever is due from my customer, and when I do the accounting for the collection, then the open item will become a cleared item, and we will see this. So we will take one example. Let's take this example of this customer. Okay. So I'm going to run only this customer account, not everything. So this customer, I am running the open items. So these are the entries. So you see this 10,000 rupees, these two entries I just posted, and they are appearing as a debit balance. So you see here, plus means debit. So I'll go back, I'll run all items. I will see if there are any past data. So there is nothing. There is no past data. Only this is the transaction. Otherwise, if suppose we have done billing, customer has done the payment, then those items, when I click all items, it will appear under green tab. Here it is coming as red dot. It will come under green dot. So right now there are no such transactions, so it is not coming. Otherwise, it would have come. So we'll show in a minute how it will come as a cleared item. So what we will do now, we will do a collection entry against these two invoices, and this is what we call the cash application. So I'll do F-28. F-28 is post customer incoming payment. Now, one question, how do we know the T codes? So it's very simple. We go to this SAP menu. Okay, I'll show you. And this is how we can also learn new things in SAP. So this menu is very good way to learn. So we'll go to accounting, financial accounting, accounts receivable, then document entry. So you see FB70 is coming here. And then, uh, yes, here it is, sorry, F-28 incoming payment. We are going to do this F-28. So either we double click this or we can type it here. It's one and the same thing. Okay, I'm now going to receive some money from my customer. Okay, can anybody tell me what is the accounting entry for receiving money from my customer? Yes, anybody, please? No? Like, let's make it slightly interactive session.
Cash account data.
Bank debit to customer. Yes, that's correct. Thank you. So we will see this happening over here. Okay, so what I have 10,200 and 10,200. So 20,400 I am going to collect from my customer. And for the purpose of simplification, I am not doing any bank charges and all, but we can do here, we can do a configuration of bank charges. So once we do it, system will, suppose there are 100 rupees bank charges and I have received only 20,300. I will fill 100 rupees over here. So system will do, if my bank account debit 20,300, bank charges debit 100 rupees, and customer credit 20,400. It will do automatic. For that, we need to do certain settings. Simple, there are some simple settings. We define the GL account of bank charges and system does it automatically. So, okay, now here, what we will do, I'll also explain you what all I have filled here. So first let me complete this and I'll show you. Okay, so what I have done, I have done the document date, posting date. Posting date is the date when my ledger is going to hit. Okay, it according to the posting date, it will come in my trial balance. DZ, document type DZ, it has come automatically. I have not filled it. So DZ is the document type which is automatically defined for customer collections. It has come automatically. I have filled house bank manually, which is my bank in which I am receiving the collection. So this I have given. I have filled the amount. I will change it to 20,400. I have filled the value date. Value date is something in which my bank entry has come in my bank statement. So this is what when it has hit my bank account, so that when I'm doing the bank reconciliation, value date we can do based on analysis based on this. And open item selection. Here I am giving the my customer account from which I am getting the money. Okay. So I will show you something here and I will show you how we can improve on that. So if I just fill like this and if I click on process open items, so you see there are all the items which are due from the customer have come here. Okay. Here I can put some cash discount manually also. But if my payment term has already the cash discount, then it will get calculated automatically and it will come here. So now you see my assigned amount is 21,864. So which is coming, I'm seeing here 21,695. Okay. Okay. There is one line is missing. The 17 is missing. Due to some reason it is missing from here. But okay, all the lines have come here. So now there is one more way by which when I do the cash application, I know the invoice number against which I have done the cash application. So I can fill that invoice number. Then all these line items will not come. Only that relevant line item will come for which I need to do the cash application. So that is a very easier way to do the transaction. I'm going back. I'll do this again and I'll show you that step. Okay, we filled till here, right? Assignment also. Okay, let's fill something. We'll fill something in test. Now you see this addition selections. Here we will give the document number against which we have received the money. So document number, or I can also do here reference. Reference in is will be my invoice number. So I go to other, press enter, and here I will find reference. Here it is. So in reference, I can put the invoice number. So these are the additional selection which system gives me, and we can do more. It is not that these are the only ones. We can do some configuration. We can select more. So at present, we will make it simple. We will click on document number. So this table, you will fill those document numbers for which you have received the collection. So I can do Control Y. I can copy these document numbers, Control C, Control V, and I will press Enter. It says specifications told, and we will do process open items. So now only those two items have come, other items have not come. Okay, these two are getting cleared. So the accounting entry is also happening and clearing is also happening. So we'll do document simulate. So you see the entry, what you told me on chat, bank account debit, customer account credit. I didn't do anything manually in customer account. I simply selected what items I want to clear and it has automatically done customer credit. It has automatically selected posting key 15. Posting key 15 we saw some time ago is for incoming payment. I am going to save this entry. It gives me the document number this was posted. Now going back here, this is my old screen, okay? So now I'm going back and I'm going to click on open item. I will run it. Now you will see that 10,000 entries have disappeared from here. Why? Because now I have got the collection. It is no more an open item. But if I want to track the history, I click on all items. I click on execute. It will come in the bottom of the screen and it will come as a green dot. So you see these two documents have been cleared now and against my customer collection. And this is the clearing document 14 number 3. Clearing document has done the linking between the payment document and the vendor invoice documents. So anytime, if suppose there are thousands and thousands of entries in the customer, which are there in a normal cycle, then this clearing document is a very important feature by which we can see which document has been cleared against what. So FBL 5N, this is, and we can run open item, we can run all item, we can also run cleared items. If I run only cleared item, then only those two green ones will come. So this is how it comes. Okay. So it is 10 o'clock, but we started at 9:50. So 10 more minutes, we will cover one or two more things. So I have shown you FBL 5N, how FBL 5N comes. So FBL 5N is my customer ledger. So this is how we have ran it. So it comes here. Then very quickly we will see transaction code BP also. So I'll double click this. So here you see this is the customer account. Entry is happening. Simultaneously, entry is happening in the GL account also. This is what is this GL account? This is the GL account which will appear in my entity's trial balance. And this is the GL account which is defined in my BP master, customer master. And this is defined in the customer master as a reconciliation account. So we'll see, what we'll do, we'll double click this customer. It will take me to BP. So here it is, FD03 or BP display organization. So this is the business partner. And this business partner is FI customer. And here is the reconciliation account in which the entry is going. So 1,121,001. So just go back and you will see the 1 2. Okay. So this has changed. Somebody has changed it later on. But earlier, earlier when the entry took place, the customer reconciliation account was different. Normally, you can freeze it in the configuration. You people will not be able to change, but as it is a demo system, so somebody has changed it. So this I was telling you, here is the customer reconciliation account based on which the accounting will happen. Under general data, we will see the customer name. This is although it is coming FD03, but the T code which is being called is BP only. Under BP, we are seeing it. You see here business partner. So this is one important movement which has happened from ECC to HANA. BP has become mandatory. So all these things you do some research on this T code BP, you will learn a lot of new things. You go to company code setting, here you will see the company code relevant data. Payment terms are there, and withholding tax, if there is any withholding, although it might not be there, but there are a lot of other information which is there. House bank, if you want to do the collection from customer automatically using direct debit, then we use this house bank. So what is direct debit? Like bank is sending you an EMI. You are a customer for the bank. So bank is collecting EMI from you. It runs a direct debit, and that is how it collects the EMI from you. So that is all defined under the customer master only. Quickly, we will see the customer trial balance also. Or okay, before the trial balance, I'll show you one more T code, FD10N. So FD10N is a customer snapshot. So we can do it financial year wise. We will see it for 2025. So you can see here, okay, nothing is there in 2025. We will see 2026. Yes, so this is the entry we have done, 20,400. It is appearing in 2026. Double click this, you will see these are our entries. Debit, this is the credit. Normally, opening balance will also come here, but it is not coming. Although there are some entries in the customer account, still it is not coming. So this is maybe because the properly balance carry forward has not been done for this customer. as it is a demo environment. When we do the balance carry forward, then you will see the opening balance also will start coming. Okay, but this is a balance carry forward error. So we have seen F dot, FD10N also. Now, very quickly, I'll show you the customer trial balance also. You go to F.23, you go to here, you put the company code, you put the fiscal year 2026, and you have the flexibility to put a particular reconciliation account. If you put a reconciliation account, it will show you the customer only for that reconciliation account. But if you keep it blank, it will show you for everything. We'll run it. So now in the balance sheet, the reconciliation account is coming. However, if you want to see the customer-wise breakdown for that reconciliation account, you will have to come here, F.23, which is my customer trial balance. Okay, so it is coming here. So there is a problem in balance carry forward. So it is not coming. Opening balances are not coming. Otherwise, here opening balances will come. Transaction during the period, debit, credit, and closing balance. So it will show you the breakup. So here it is showing me this is the reconciliation account and this is the customer. So one reconciliation account can have multiple customer, right? So it will show me the entire list in F.23. So this is the way how you reconcile your vendor or sorry customer ledger with your GL account using F.23. So F.23 is for customer, F.42 is for vendors. Okay, so I think we have covered all the important topics. We have seen the SD integration, we have seen cash application, we have seen the vendor ledger, vendor trial balance. And we did also one more posting from this FB70 vendor managed invoice. One more important topic which I didn't cover today, which is you people can do more research, and if you want a session, we can do it, which is a credit control area. So for each company code, we can define credit control areas, and these credit control areas are defined in the customer ledger. And based on credit control area, we can do credit management. Like if I need to sell some items to the customer, but it has some limit, I can define limit 10,000 rupees limit or 10 lakh rupees limit. System will not allow me to process a sales order for an amount which is more than the credit limit defined in the customer. So for defining credit limit, we need the credit control area. And under the credit control area, we have to define the credit limit. So we again typical sales S&D module things. So that is why we are not able to do today. But FI consultant should also have some idea on credit limits, how they are working, because creation of a credit control area is the job of a FI consultant. Okay, with this, we'll bring this session to an end. So now, thank you for attending, and I'll wait for any feedback or any questions. You can stop.